Well, here's another part of it. The state of Vermont State Police Commissioner's Office. Well, Mr. Trudeau doesn't like to take my calls because he knows that I'm talking the truth. I've got plenty of evidence, proof, in fact. And, well, here it is. My daughter's still alive. And if she wasn't so scared, she'd be able to tell her story. But you know, I got the facts and I'm going to keep on telling. And just as I told the judge, through me be the only way, Vincent and Lucy, you get to my daughter again. Do you understand me? And hear it loud and clear, would you please? 2007. My home got swatted back in May of 2007. My daughter's bird got killed and put underneath the bed sheets. All of our family photos that were hanging on the walls got ripped up, smashed on the floor. Furniture was covered with milk. The heat was turned up and the windows got opened. Front page of the Caledonia Record newspaper, 2 eyewitnesses seen the perpetrators coming out of my home in Island Pond, Vermont. Lo and behold, that disappeared right off the radar, didn't it, Vincent and Lucy? But you know what? I still have the audio recordings of a statement. And Holly gave information to the state police as well as Newport Police Chief Bingham. Why are you hiding that information in regards to Vincent Aluzzi, the Vermont State Attorney for Essex County, Guildhall, Vermont, involved in every single one of these cases I'm telling you about? He was stalking my daughter just days before. It was reported by the Child Center, the Child Care Center, the person named Holly that works through NECA. She was a witness to it. What happened to all that, Holly? Speak up, because I already been to DC and I told everything. Now I'm telling you all. So I called Karen and I made her aware that I'm still waiting for answers, Daniel Lynch. Why did you come to my home with a search warrant? And you told my daughter you must have found something? You didn't find a goddamn thing because all you did was stand in my kitchen. You asked if you could take one of those business cards. Mind you, you asked if you could take a business card when you were there to do a fucking search of what? You were on a search warrant, and that's still shared publicly. And you can delete my account, but I still have the audio recordings. Do you understand me? So here you go. You listen to what I have to say to the Commissioner of the Vermont State Police. I don't know why you all are such fucking pussies and don't stand up like I do. Make the whole world go a whole lot better if you weren't so scared of the police and politicians, now wouldn't it? You wouldn't be so scared if you followed Jesus like you say you do. Oh, you found God, you found Jesus? Well, why aren't you following Jesus? And what are you doing to uphold the rights of humanity, the Constitution? Or what are you doing for God? Just asking. One moment, please. Thank you. Good afternoon. Is this Karen? Karen, I'm going to politely let you know that this call is recorded. And I am sharing it, like I told you, for the past several weeks when I call you and ask you to do something about the rape case on my daughter, Brianna Knight, date of birth 11/4/1992, being handled by Daniel Lynch and Detective Mark Pelham. Neither one of them have done anything. My daughter got sex trafficked, and I'm the one that saved her life again. You're aware of that, right, Karen? I'm aware of what you told me, yes. Okay, so how many times do you think I've sent you information, called you, and requested that something be done about the sex trafficking, the rape, and the handling of the case? I have forwarded all your information on to Major Trudeau. Okay, to Major Trudeau. So thank you very much for confirming that. So several times you've received information from me on that case back on April 28, 2023 that raped my daughter and held her hostage, correct? And so Major Trudeau, who would be above him? Because right at this very given minute, being April 1st, 2024 at 1:41 p.m., in sitting 13 miles from Washington, D.C., and with full intent to file a lawsuit against all of them with criminal investigation already requested. Now, I've also asked it for investigation into why isn't Jeffrey Noyce set for hearing, Why hasn't my daughter or myself been witness called and requested to be submitting reports and finding out, as well as I have shared you, right, the copies of the videos that prove and provide audio recording of Daniel Lynch, as well as the judge admitting that when Daniel Lynch came with a search warrant, he found nothing at my home. And the judge said, there's nothing, no way that I could have done anything that's in those charges. And nobody has gone above and beyond to try to squash that situation, right? So with that being said, I'm sharing all this information. You already know it's on video time and time again. They're all recorded, audio recorded, and shared to YouTube. How's news for you? Now I'm going to request that somebody be looking into Mr. Trudeau, and as well as anybody and everybody else, excluding you, Karen, because you have advised me several times that you have done the right thing and forwarded the information on. So please forward that on. Let them know. 13 miles from D.C. I'll be there in just a little bit, and I intend to stay here until they're investigated and Mr. Trudeau takes initiative to start suspending the officers that are involved. All right, thank you. Also let him know about Kayla Wright. There's no reason why there wasn't an arrest. That means Daniel Lynch should not be on that case either, because both of those girls are victims of Jeff Noyce. Both of those girls have written statements against police and politicians that were involved in sex trafficking, all of us. So they're all a conflict of interest to all of our cases. Kayla shouldn't be dead. Daniel knows why and who, and he's the one that co-inspired with the FBI to get the drugs taken out so they could redisperse them and dispense them to who they want dead to try to silence us. That's not just my opinion, but it's a strong matter and it needs to be looked into, because there's no reason why the FBI went in there after Kayla got shot to get their drugs, and nobody got arrested for the homicide, but they got arrested for the drugs. That's a major conspired, organized crime against that young girl. And I'm going to see to it that the state of Vermont is recognized to that. Thank you. That was today. Let me back that up and say that was a tongue tie, okay? I'm very tired. I've been traveling for justice for all of you. While most of you sit back and laugh, or now some of you don't even know what to think, do you? Because you talked so much shit that it caused me to have to come out here and tell about you and the reason why I'm requesting a lawsuit to be founded in my favor against the town of Garland, state of Maine, and the government of, including all the disciples, as well as all the punitive damages. Now I must go on and share some more information. I've got proof, fact, and evidence to back up everything against every single one of you. And the rest of you, you little haters out here acting for the police and politicians, well, I'm opening up your skeleton closet doors, and they're all starting to fall out. And look at everything that's starting to prevail. It's Passover now. Have a great day.